That's out over the plate. And Kemp scrambles to get to second and then jumps over Salvi. And that ends the inning. So the Royals lead 2 in the fifth, and they've stranded 6 today.
Hey, Uncle Dan.
Zach, go ahead.
So, what's your approach after a bad show?
A bad show? You think I had a bad show?
Well, you flubbed 2 lines in the intro segment. How did you feel about that?
How did I feel? Next question.
Okay. What was on your mind when...
What was on my mind? Well, I hope my nephew Zach doesn't ask any dumb questions.
The analyst of MLB Tonight, answering baseball's toughest questions. Only on MLB Network.
Hey, Pedro, what was it like when you won your first Cy Young Award?
Well,
What about when you won the pitching Triple Crown?
Well,
How did you feel when you won a World Series? What's it like to be an 8-time All-Star?
The analyst of MLB Tonight, answering baseball's toughest questions.
I'm gonna go get ice.
Okay.
Slugger's new crew, just $30. Membership includes unisex items such as Royal sneakers, pacifier clip, monthly milestone stickers, Royal swaddle blanket, and more. Go to royals.com/new crew. Alright. Get them dialed in. Well, let's see what Chris Bubich does with Matt Olson. He's down 4-2 in the 5th inning. Try and give the Royals at least 5 today. There's a breaking ball low. And the reason I bring up what is he going to do with Olson, if you look at the A's that have RBI hits today, and this doesn't take those hits away, but Bubich has been able to make the adjustment next time around. Not this time. That answers the question. Olson hits his second home run. Look at that catch. It is ladies' day at the Coliseum. Especially on 2 home runs for Olson. That one was a bare hand grab. So Bubich has been making adjustments to hitters who have gotten big hits against him today and striking them out next time up. Not so much with Matt Olson.
No, the Oakland A's, they're for real. They can hit. They can feel the change up to a lefty or a righty. It's just not working here at the last 2 starts. It's not being able to command it where he wants it.
Zimmer warms up. Another home run on a changeup, bud.
Yeah, you know what? He's not afraid to throw it to either side of the plate with either batter, but man, he just has to do some kind of adjustment. He's not finishing up over the front. He's short, so he's leaving it up in the zone, and that pitch is the easiest pitch to hit for a homer if you're left-handed batter or right. And that lady that caught that ball for that home run, she has hands like Gutierrez.
Yeah, and that she didn't need a glove. Watching the replay was even more difficult because there was someone in front of her that was going for it.
What a play. Yeah, she's saying, man, I might make a highlight reel.
You know, the world is texting her.
Nice play.
Talk about instant gratification. I mean, 20 years ago, you know, I wonder if anybody saw me catch the home run ball.
You're exactly
You don't
right.
find out till the next morning when you go to work or school, and now, within a minute, you realize you're an internet sensation. Chad Pinder has been on base twice, and he scored a run. So Chris Bubich, in 5 innings today, has allowed a run in 4 of the 5. And he's given up 3 home runs.
Hey, Jeff Montgomery, we need you, buddy. Hey, I need you. And a lot of people need you. But what is Bubich? This changeup, in my opinion, he's just not finishing it. He's not following through with it. He's going to have to make some corrections. How's he going to do that?
Well, I think the thing I've noticed more about his changeup here in his last couple starts is it's got more of that cutting action instead of that kind of that fading action down and away, you know, to the right-handed batters.
Yeah.
And it appears to be more like a kind of like a cut fastball that does a changeup to me. And when you're missing with location on the changeup, you're going to get hurt. We've seen that a lot here in these last couple starts.
Go back to the drawing board. Work on some things.
Yeah, when I talk about the changeup, one thing, if I'm working with a younger pitcher, I always say you have to be behind the ball. If you're on the side of the baseball, things don't, happen real well with the changeup. You have to be behind the baseball, and it allows that pitch kind of come off your little finger, your pinky finger, and it gives it that fading action. And that's why I'm not seeing that same action on Chris Bubich's changeup now. Just like to say, I'm seeing more of sometimes it's almost looking like a curveball, and instead of like a changeup.
Okay, there's a changeup homer there, 80 and right in the middle. And see, these pitches here to hitters, they look like watermelons.
Yeah, location, and a lot of those are mid-thigh location, and those are, as you know, those are easy to hit.
And they know he throws a lot of them, so a lot of them going out there looking for it.
So another guy who went to college in the area, Kyle Zimmer, comes on with 2 down in the 5th.
Hey Al, during tonight's show, what was that meatball you threw?
That was a hitting demonstration, and that's what I was supposed to do.
Right.
Next question.
The analyst of MLB Tonight, answering baseball's toughest questions.
Hey Al, I'm just wondering, during the demo on MLB Tonight, what was that meatball you threw?
Meatball? I think you're misunderstanding. That was a hitting demonstration, and that's what I was supposed to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
Right. I think that ball's still traveling. Any farther, and you need a flight plan for it.
Next question.
The analyst of MLB Tonight, answering baseball's toughest questions. Only on MLB Network.
Let's look at these numbers. First 3 starts, 1 home run. Last 3 starts, including today, 8 home runs. But I want to go to the next column. Changeup percentage. Is that the simple fix? Is this not, or the result of not mixing up his pitches enough?
Well, maybe, Ryan, and I think when you look at, the guy who has a go-to pitch, and you have a tendency to go to it too much, I was oftentimes that way. If I was struggling with my slider, I would go to that slider too many times, and then once you do that, hitters can make adjustments. You make one mistake, and if you execute any pitch, you're going to have a high success rate. But if you go to it too many times, they're looking for it, and you don't execute it properly, it's going to get hammered.
I'm going to agree with that, Ryan, what you just said. because I don't know how many starts ago when I told you I made a living hitting left-handed pitching. And if I saw a guy that had that percentage of changeups, I'm going to look for that pitch. I don't want the fastball. I'm going to take all the fastballs because I know I'm going to get 2 or 3 changeups in that at bat, and I'm going to get it. So that's what they're doing. I guarantee it. So they're going to have to figure out some location or mix in his curveball more. I told you the curveball looked good. You throw a lot of them. You got to bring that curve in more. You're going to have to, fool these guys. These guys are smart hitters. Boy, Zimmer, smart pitching here. That's right there. Just hold him down, and he has the weapons to do that. 4 pitches now. He'll mix all his. You can't really sit on one particular pitch with Zimmer. He's got 4, and he uses all of them. That's the difference. Guy with 3 pitches and 1 pitch is dominant, especially the changeup, the floater in there. If it's in the middle, they're not missing.
Hit hard, and Gutierrez from the knee and throws it away. And that ball will roll into the bay. Murphy goes to third, and Piscotty will end up at second base. So it'll be a base hit, and then an error 5 to get Murphy to third and Piscotty to second. Another hot shot. A short hop, and he picked it, man. He had to get out of the way of that now from his knee. Ball skipped, stayed down. Santana, he's done pretty well on picks over there today. Couldn't get this one. Just stayed down and skipped under his glove. 106, right off the bat as a third baseman. They call that the reaction position. And he reacted. Showed some really fine glove work. So second and third and 2 down. We got another question for Monty if the inning will allow us. 1 ball and no strikes on Andrews. He has driven in a run with a double and scored a run. And struck out. Maybe Elvis will give us a foul ball here.